Hey folks, it's time to learn how to make a black and tan layered beer drink just like the one you see here. So grab yourself a frosty beverage, sit back and enjoy. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to pour the perfect black and tan. Now for anyone not familiar with a black and tan, it's a layered beer drink, usually made with a stout and a pale ale, which is sometimes referred to as a half and half. In this case, I'm using a Guinness because it's my favorite stout, and a Harp lager since it's a lighter colored beer, and because it's the only beer that I have in the fridge right now that isn't a stout. Layering a stout on top of a lighter colored beer is possible because of the lower relative density of the stout in relation to the lager or the pale ale. Other than the difference in relative density between the two beers, the key to pouring a successful layered drink is a slow indirect pour. In this case, I'm going to use the back of a regular tablespoon to slow down the pour of the stout. As you can see, I've taken an old spoon and bent it back 90 degrees. You'll see why I've done this in just a few moments. So without further delay, why don't we stop talking about it, crack open this Harp and get started. It's usually a good idea to do a slightly faster pour of the lager, resulting in a little bit of extra head. This will help cushion the stout a little bit when you pour it, which will help prevent the two beers from mixing. Now, as you can see, I didn't pour this one fast enough to create much head, but if I'm really careful pouring the stout, I should still be able to achieve a successful split between the two beers. When it comes to pouring the Guinness, I've seen people use a few different tools that they've specifically bought for pouring a layered beer. Again, I'm just using the back of a regular spoon that I've bent back around 90 degrees. The reason I've done this is so that I can bring the spoon as close as possible to the surface of the lager to really slow down the pour and reduce the chance of mixing the beers as much as possible. As you pour the stout, you're going to want to slowly raise the spoon until the level of stout is high enough that you won't risk disturbing the lager underneath. The worst case scenario here is that if you mess up, you can always drink that one and try again. Again, I can't stress this enough, but you need to really take it slow when you pour the stout until you've established a nice line of separation between the two layers of beer. When the beer level gets high enough, you can put the spoon aside and slowly finish pouring the Guinness. At this point, there's very little risk of messing up the layered effect that we've created, as long as you don't rush pouring the remainder of the stout. Okay, so there we go. I think this is pretty close to being a perfect black and tan. Now, having said that, the line of separation between the two beers would have probably been a little bit sharper if I'd done a faster pour of the Harp in the beginning, but I think this one is still pretty respectable. Now I think it's time for a little taste. Outstanding. Okay guys, thank you very much for checking out the video. In conclusion, this is probably the easiest way to successfully pour a half and half, just using something that we all have around the house. If you'd rather not bend up one of your spoons, I'm sure you can just pick up an extra one from the dollar store and use that. As you can probably tell from the name of my channel, this isn't the type of content that I normally do, but I thought I'd mix it up a little bit for fun. I'm actually an adult collector who reviews vintage 1980s Transformers and other collectibles on my channel, and in the summertime, I like to do garage sale hunting videos looking for old video games and other treasures from the past. Take a look at my playlists, and if you like what you see, be sure to check out a few of my videos, leave me a comment, and show your support by subscribing. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Take care.